Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
12 years. I never expected it to turn out like this. TheBoxingVoice.com. Shout out to the community, man. I appreciate y'all.
What's happening, people? Info Joe, Los Angeles, in the building.
Adrian, the problem wrong, the man from the frozen tundra.
Keem, straight out of Florida. Liz Lowe, Decatur, Georgia.
You already know what it is. It's the Queen, Martha K, Detroit. Stand up.
David Maldonado, New York City. Yo, Nuts, don't cut me off, man. Don't cut me off.
King Amin of Essex, catch me for them championship rounds.
Big Super Mac, Plainview, Texas.
Davidian in Buffalo. God bless you all.
Jesus' name. Without Chai, it ain't nothing. Without the callers, it ain't nothing, man.
Bad Girl, TKO, San Diego, California.
Big Fish Vegas, Palm Beach, Florida.
Detroit, the Incredible, straight out the ATL.
James Benitez, Huntsville, Alabama.
It ain't hating, it's just the truth.
Show Kid, Mount Vernon, New York, suckers.
SDS Promotions.
Coach Mide from London, UK.
Let's go! I'm ready!
Checking in from Tennessee, it's Lethal James, P-A-Y-N-E. It's lethal.
Line 6 Reed, just spreading that boots gospel.
Bo from Bama, only in America.
Well, I'm a true attestation to the American dream.
King Born, Crown Heights, Brooklyn. You heard? 4 chicken wings and french fries, breakfast of champions. Let's get to it.
JT, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Stuff like that.
Yo, TVV, this Coach J-Mac. New Orleans, Louisiana, 504, baby.
What have you?
C. Y. E.
California.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for some.
This is the #1 pound for pound and 2-division champion, Marvin the Tank Thurman from Dallas, Texas.
Mr. PPC,
LV Southern, from DC to Stunt City, Bomb Squad.
Brandon Maurice, a.k.a. the AJ Trucking, straight out of Cincinnati, baby.
Madbad 100, U.S. Virgin Islands. Chickarelli, Hollywood, California.
Louis Reyes, Boston, Mass. Yo, drop that SDS shit,
This
son.
message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
The voice of the people. There is no equal. You can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. TheBoxingVoice.com.
As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TVD for life. If you ain't on Patreon, that's because you're stupid.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. It is your second day episode. It should be 7 o'clock on the East, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on the West, and we're back to talk another great boxing topic, this time the welterweight division, and it's not about Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. Yeah, no, we're going to talk about some other people in that welterweight division, specifically Jaron Boots Ennis and Keith One-Time Thurman. Looks like Keith One-Time Thurman finally agrees to facing Jaron Boots Ennis, but not without a little bit of a shot, a little bit of some slick talk. So we'll play the audio and see what it is you guys believe. Do you believe he's serious about facing Jaron Boots Ennis? I mean, the quotes do sound serious when you read them. I don't know how it sounds or how you feel about it when you hear those words coming out the mouth of Keith one time Thurman. But this is what we're here to discuss. Don't forget, future, present, past. Hit that thumbs up as you're joining us right here live on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. I am your host, Nesta Gibbs, Solo Dolo, Scarface, No Manolo. I hear you, man. I watched the video too. Keep it moving with the $2 super chat. Says Ness, Jamal admitted he's gonna fight against Canelo. I mean, yeah, that's the plan. Just like the plan was for him to fight first. Remember, it doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna happen. Like, you know what I mean? We got to see, is he gonna get back in shape and where he needs to be in order to take a fight of that magnitude. But yes, I watched the video. And I mean, a guy that's been out the ring 800 days, I don't know that it matters that he's saying that he's going to fight Canelo next. You know, we just don't know how true that is. But shout out to you for the first super chat of the day. Let me go ahead and get this audio together for you guys so that we can get this party started. All right, we got quick little bit of audio we want to play. Shout out to Mill City YouTube channel doing their thing. They conducted this interview with Keith, and he certainly gave the boxing world some provocative quotes here, and we'll get right to that. Once again, credit Mill City YouTube channel. All right, here we go. Start it over.
A little brighter, you know? Let that light shine a little brighter. Look, man, y'all talk about Ennis. We barely talk about Carissa. She got more height than Boots. She got more height than Boots. And y'all want me to say that he's the one? Y'all want me to say that he's the man?
So you see, he sounds this way. So, you know, I know that there's going to be some people listening like, well, this doesn't sound like a guy that wants to fight Jaron Boots Ennis. And I think that two things could be true. He'll go on to say that he'll accept a contract if it comes across his desk as long as there's no title shots available, which there are no title shots available, unless he's going to consider a Mantis Stenonius, right? If you're going to consider Stenonius an option, then yeah, there's a title shot available in the WBA. It would be irregular. You would have to convince Richard Schaefer to put you in there with Stenonius. Stenonius would have to convince himself to, you know, fight you versus being a mandatory, right? Which he is. So, I don't know. Maybe this is just extraness that Keith likes to do to sauce things up because he is a talker. But here's some more audio. Once again, credit Mill City Boxing on YouTube.
When they were so fast to talk about me and Carissa, man, look, man, I'm not new to this. And don't pretend like Thurman is, okay? So look at the man's record. Yeah, he's undefeated. He's been.
So right then and there, we all know he's going down the wrong road. We've all done that in the past by accident, and it didn't work out well for us. Resume doesn't necessarily tell the full story. But I got a $2 super chat from Keep It Moving. Yo, Ness, Len Keith, your barber. For real, my guy struggling.
Climbing up. You know, of course, you need a shot. I wanted a shot. They never gave me a shot. I had to fight this guy, that guy. I had to live the same life.
Now, look, I lived through Keith's career, so he's not lying. You know, he didn't get a shot. Not the one he wanted, right? He should have got Floyd. He didn't get Floyd. He is going to go on to say in this interview that the name he got, which he didn't want at the time, but he had to take, because of the comparison to Floyd, was Robert the Ghost Guerrero. So we just want to screen share, Keith's resume here on BoxRec, full of ads. And the Guerrero fight came 2015. Now, Keith started his career 2007. 2007. So, took him 8 years to get that big name. 8 years to get that big name. Now, look at his mindset. None of these names he cared about. Leonard Bundu, Julio Diaz, Jesus Soto Carras, Diego Chavez, Jan Zavic. He was a former champ. Carlos Quintana, another former champ. And Orlando Lara, obviously, that was the fight that busted him on the scene on HBO. And his journey began there for us, television Keith Thurman fans, right? But it's funny that none of those names mattered until Robert Guerrero, who was a common opponent with Mayweather.
Then finally, I get my first named fighter, Robert the Ghost Guerrero. I told him, look, let that light shine a little brighter, let that light shine a little brighter.
So obviously it went back there. We're going to have to go a little bit more.
And y'all want me to say that he's the one? Y'all want me to say that he's the man? When they were so fast to talk about me and Clarissa.
Now, when he's saying they were so fast to talk about him and Clarissa, he's talking about when Clarissa started the I Want to Fight Keith Thurman campaign. It did pick up. It had legs, right? It had legs. People kept retweeting it. People kept talking about it. It was a provocative topic in some sort of way, whether you agreed with it or you disagreed like I did. I thought it was disrespectful, but it worked. And that's what Keith is saying. Like, Clarissa using my name got more buzz than, when you want to fight me.
Man, look, man, I'm not new to this. And don't pretend like Thurman is, okay? So look at the man's record. Yeah, he's undefeated. He's been climbing up. Of course, you need a shot. I wanted a shot. They never gave me a shot.
Yeah, I should have did better tracking of this time, right? He's going back to the Robert Guerrero
story. Finally, I get my first named fighter, Robert the Ghost Guerrero. Mm-hmm. Did I really want Robert the Ghost Guerrero? No, but Robert the Ghost.
But Ennis is probably in the same situation. Who does he want? He wants, Earl. He wants Crawford. Does he really want Keith Thurman? So, Keith, it's hard to defend Keith, because it's like he knows the situation he's in. He's now become, it's like when Earl wanted a shot at him or he wanted a shot at Earl. He understands the position that he's in. My question to Keith would be, is he looking for a payday or is he looking to truthfully make another statement in the welterweight division? Because if he's looking for a payday, then yeah, keep sitting around waiting for that payday. Because a boots fight, if you don't come in focused, you can lose and then that payday is gone. But if he's really looking to show that, he's one time and classic Keith Thurman, Thurman might as well take that fight with Boots Ennis and make the best of it. Use that as the motivating tool, the fight to prove to people that you're back. Look, it's been 18 months since his comeback fight with Mario Barrios last year in February. And before that, he was inactive for 31 months after his loss to Manny Pacquiao, who was in his 40s. So Thurman he's wasting the better half of his back half of his career. But what the good thing that he got going for him is he's not taking any punishment, right? He's being a dad. He's recovering from injuries. You know, it's not like he's out here taking punishment. So whenever he does want to make the comeback, truthfully, he should be able to successfully. I hope. We are scheduled to have Abel Gonzalez, who was on the OTX card in August. And remember, we got a post on our YouTube members community and on our Patreon. If you want to ask Abel a question, just head on over to our Patreon and or our YouTube community page to do that. Make sure you drop your name and where you're from, just so that, you know, he could feel like he's got fans from all over. But phone lines are open. That is the audio. There's a lot more, but really you should just go check it out on Mill City. He did his thing. Good interview with Keith. We're going out to what looks like Stay Wavy. What it do?
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
You know, Conor Benn is fighting in Florida. The perfect comeback fight would have been Keith Thurman and Conor Benn in Florida, but I don't know, man. I don't know where Keith is at these days. And, you know, that's what I plan to ask him if he doesn't cancel from here to next Wednesday. But if you want to ask Keith a question, you're best to head on over to our YouTube community page and or our Patreon page where you can ask Keith One Time Thurman a question, as well as Brian Cohen, the manager of most of the female boxers in boxing. That's going to be a great story to get from Brian Cohen. He's scheduled for Monday. So yeah, man, stay in touch with our community page as we're starting to schedule more and more interviews. So, you know, if you're a member or a Patreon, you'll be able to ask those people that we interview a question right along with us. We got Discord available and Twitter Spaces available along with our landline for those that want to call in and voice their opinion. 1-425-569-5241. Stay wavy. What up?
That's what it do. Do I sound clear?
You all right?
Alright. Hey, first off, man, let me start by saying, man, to the dude that calls in to bet me, man, let's get it. I'll take the bet. I don't want to take any more bets, though, Ness, because I'm going to be placing, like, a lot of money on the bookies. Not a lot of money, just $100 on bookies. So, homie that called in twice saying that I was ducking the smoke, I was in the chat the whole time. So, whatever his name is, man, we going to do that bet. We got my word. But, Ness, you be talking about the Charlo twins, like, bro, what the fuck Keith Thurman got on his head, bro? Like, bro, it's like, man got, like, pigeon hair on top of his head, and he got the Stephen A. Smith hairline going on, bro. Like, it looked like his barber, like, lined his hairline up with a toenail clipper, bro. Like, he should just bald that shit, bro. Like, that shit looks terrible, bro.
I hear you.
You gotta go bald, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, just get the balding, get the number one. Bro.
I thought he said he was growing the braids back.
I don't think that's possible, my nigga. Like, I don't think it's possible. Like, come on, that's bro. Like, you like when Keith Thurman, you can't even see his hairline unless he moves his head all the way down, bro. Like, you sit way back there, man. It's horrible, bro. But I think this is a horrible decision for Keith, just because, man, like, he's just been inactive. Like, after the Manny fight, he took off 2 years. His last fight was last year. Why was your first fight back be against Boots? I know he wants to take a big money fight, and not even just a big money fight. I know he wants to take, like, a challenge, but, I mean, we've seen with a lot of the PBC fighters, man, when they take too much time off the ring, they usually end up taking an L. So I think he should take at least 2, like, tune-up fights before he takes a fight like this with Boots. because I think Boots is gonna like beat the shit out of Keith Thurman. And Keith Thurman used to be my favorite fighter, bro. But when you're inactive like that and you got injuries, bro, like I think this would be really ugly for Keith Thurman, bro. I think this is a terrible decision. What do you think, Nezzy? Am I tripping? What you think?
So you ain't giving him a shot at all?
No, he has a shot. He has a shot because it's Keith Thurman, but I mean, just inactivity. Like, bro, Keith Thurman's 34 now. You know what I'm saying? Like 34 years old, injuries. You haven't been active for the last like 3-4 years. Boots has been active, bro. Like Boots is like he's low key the top dog now that Terrence is moving up. I say he's the top dog at 147 right now. So like I think he can win. He just got to take at least 2 tune-up fights before he jumps in the ring with Jaron Ennis. And Jaron Ennis is just like
so
it's the reason why
preservation doesn't matter. Like
Loki
you don't think he preserved himself by staying out of the ring, by not taking punishment, by having the 3 years out, essentially almost 4 years out. You don't think that's
you may feel like it's
some
your
sort
time,
of,
but it's not your time.
you know, preservation of his body, maybe?
Nah, I think that's the worst decision he made, man. I think when he gets in the ring, especially against Boots, it's gonna be ugly, bro. That's just my opinion, but you never know, bro.
That's the bell, though, champ. You already know. 5 pesitos get you a counter punch. Counter punch means you come back for a secondary call. You get that free call. We're giving everybody that free call, no matter where you call it in from. But you want a second one? That's going to be a little $5 cash app. A little $5 cash app or super chat. Remember, Discord is available and Twitter Spaces. We got Nino. What up? Hold on, fellas. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. Nino, you there? Mic check.
I can't hear you.
I hear you.
All right, bet. Yeah, man, let me go off the last caller a little bit. I mean, I feel like Keith get a little bit of disrespect, man, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? I feel like just the inactivity done killed him. But I feel like Keith's still one of the top guys in 147. You know what I mean? Like he said, now that Crawford and Spence pretty much out the way, who the fuck else? You feel me? Like you got Boots, Stan Jonas. I mean, I guess you could put up Cody Crowley in there if you want to count him. But you know what I'm
Come
saying?
on,
Like
you
I'll
got to
put
put
Keith.
Cody in there. Cody
Yeah,
undefeated.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, I feel like Keith could beat a lot of these guys. You know what I mean? I feel like they putting Keith on the back burner, like he just a gatekeeper or something, like he Ugas or something.
Yeah, but would he
And
beat those guys? Would he fight the guys that you think he could beat, though?
Yeah, I mean, you know how Keith feel. Keith feel like he back in. He feel like he's still fighting Danny Garcia or something. He feel like he holding the ball like that. So, like he said, he'll fight. Like I think he said a quote: "Whoever I got to fight to feed my family or whatever, he'll fight him." But I don't think he want to. I think he'd rather fight the big names like Spence or Crawford. Like he just tried to get that Spence fight, and shit, he was ready to take that with no problem. So I don't think I don't think he really worried about the young bucks. But if that's what he got to do, you feel me? And shit, I think he will. And I think he'll beat most of them guys. That Boots fight would be real interesting. Like dude said, Boots really the top at 147. But I mean, Boots ain't really got to win like no Sean Porter, no Garcia like that. I'm not saying Keith #1 right now just because he ain't been in the ring. But when it come down to it, I feel like Keith the best at 147 now that Crawford and Spence gone. But like if I had my personal opinion, I would put Boots and Stan Jonas and them up there too. But just speaking from the, you feel me, resume standpoint, Keith #1. You know what I mean? It ain't close. But I just feel like he get a little bit of disrespect, man. I definitely want to see him back in there before the end of the year. I
But
thought
if
he
he
was going
fight
to get that
Boots,
Ugas fight.
who you
Yeah, what's
picking?
up? I gotta, man, that's a tough fight. That's a tough fight. I think that's a 50-50 fight, dog, to be honest with you, because Boots was fighting, I think his name was Karen. We seen how Karen was moving around with him. Keith could move around a little bit too. We know we seen Keith get hurt a little bit to the body, but I'll probably go with Boots on that, man. But I wouldn't be surprised if Keith could edge it out. You know what I'm saying? If he don't, if his chin could hold up to that punishment that Boots putting out there. But like I said, that'll be Boots' toughest test. You know what I'm saying? We seen him against Villa. He made that look pretty easy. But I think Keith would be a real good fight for Boots, man. Like Keith could really move around and got some good pop on him. And I just feel like people sleeping on him, man. Like I said, I'll pick Boots in that fight, but I think that'll be a good ass fight. But I'm out of here, man. Y'all hit that like and subscribe button.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
All right. Nino, thanks for the call. We got Fats on the check-in. What up?
Yo.
What up?
Yo, what up? Man, that's what they forgot who built that shit brick by brick or something. Keith helped build PVC brick by brick. What they forgot?
What?
Shit,
You
nah.
picking Keith over Boots too? Holy shit. Hello? Hello?
Call. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Can you
you
hear me?
got a call. You got a call.
No, I'm back. You hear me?
Wait, so you picking Keith over Boots now?
Nah, I'm not saying. I said it's a 50-50 fight. I like that fight. Like I like that fight. I like the fact that Keith, you know what I mean? Like people make it seem like he's scared to fight somebody and all that shit. Like, no, I like the fact that he put that out there for real, that he willing to make that fight. It's funny though, because Keith was talking like Ennis the A side or something. Like he was saying, send the contract, but I'm like, damn, like wouldn't you be the one to, you know what I mean? I guess it don't really matter
Well, I
who
think
send
he
it, but
talking more to Al, right? Because he always that's
okay.
kind of his tagline. Like, I ain't never Earl Spence's name never came across my desk. I ain't never get a contract with Earl's name on it. So
Right.
I think he talking more to Al, like send a contract or to Espinoza.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, man. That'd be a good fight, man. I think that like Nino said, I think that's a 50-50 fight. I would favor Ennis a little bit due to he younger. You know what I mean? Been a bit more active. But Keith got the skills though, man, to make it tough on. Like say, I could see Keith winning 7-5 too, or Ennis winning 7-5. You know what I mean? Either way, like that. But that's a hell of a fight, man. I like that. They should make that happen. These dudes, bro, they make it seem like Keith Obama some shit. Like when I be hearing this shit, I be like, bro, like what y'all mean?
Looks like he got another call. I am putting the
Got another
Discord.
call. Yeah,
Yeah, go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, yeah. My fault. But yeah, though, man, I like this fight, though, man. I'm gonna keep on tuning in. I keep on getting these calls, bro.
No worries. Appreciate you calling in. I did drop the Discord link and the landline number for anyone that wants to call in, voice their opinion. We're going out to Mad Bent 100, Kansas City. What up?
What up? What up? What up? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me? It's been a long time. What up, Ness?
Chilling.
Yo, Boots is going to stomp on Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman is going to get stomped out from Boots. He waited too long, man. Last year, the summer was supposed to be for Keith, and he went back in hibernation for the summer and the winter. And Keith was my guy. But I have to be honest with myself. He's like milk. Past its date. He has gone bad. He's waiting too long, man. You can't be 34, out of the ring for a decade, come back fight for a guy who tanquiled and go around and want to come back and fight Boots. That doesn't make sense. But I guess it makes dollars and cents. But he'll get destroyed, man. He'll get destroyed. He'll get hit with body shots on the left and the right. And he won't be able to jog to catch his breath. He'll just go down and stay down. Anyway, man, we can't wait for Tank to come back. That's all. That would have been a good fight. He should have came back and fought Tank, like you suggested 2 years ago. But that's my call, Ness. It's been a long time.
Appreciate it, champ.
All right,
Appreciate
great show.
it. Just as a reminder, we still are getting able. He did have to push back to 7:45 Eastern, 4:45 Pacific Standard Time. So you still have time to head on over to Patreon and or our YouTube members community page to drop him a question, which we'll ask with your name. Yes, we got Keith Thurman next week, Wednesday, unless he cancels. And yeah, you'll see all the guests that we have. Cutman Scar, what up?
What's going on, Ness?
How are you?
I'm good. Just wanted to chime in on Keith Thurman. He gonna have to give me a DM before he fight Boots Ennis the way Manny Pacquiao had him leaking all over the ring, or he gonna have to get an experienced cut man in his corner, cause he do get hurt a lot to the body, and the only fight I'm thinking of as far as his nose being leaking was the Pacquiao fight, but I know it's some other fights that had him leaking all over the ring too, so he gonna have to fix that up before he get in there with Boots.
So you don't give him a shot to win, or you do?
I think it's 50-50. Like I said, he's just gonna have to keep his head on the swivel and them elbows tucked in tight, because I think Boots is cracking pretty hard.
All right, Cutman Scar, where you located?
Right now I'm in Phoenix, but I move around. But right now I'm working out of Phoenix, AZ.
Nice, nice. All right, champ.
Yep.
Let me
All right, Ness, like and subscribe. TBV, shout out.
Appreciate you. Listen, we got a poll because a lot of you guys are calling in saying it's 50-50, 50-50, but our poll says the opposite. It says Keith Thurman versus Jaron Boots Ennis. Who wins and how? Keith Thurman by KO, 10%. Keith Thurman by decision, 24%. Jaron Boots Ennis by KO, 44%. Whoa. Jaron Boots Ennis by decision, 22%. So a whopping 66%, whether it's by knockout or by decision, believe Ennis can beat the more experienced Keith Thurman. We got King Rico. Just became a champ. You 1 day late, champ, because we put out a winning betting slip yesterday for sure. We got Mad Bet 100, $2, Daily Dose of Tanquil, hiking boot emoji. Boots stomps, I guess he means Boots stomps Keith. Call him Gum Under the Boots. We got Keep It Moving, $2. I'ma holler at Pac-Man to call in that day. Face with tears of joy. Face with tears of joy. Pause button. We got General Camino. What up?
Yo, Nas, what's good, bro?
What's goody?
Chilling. So the fight, it's not official, and I think Keith just spoke on it, correct?
Keith just saying he would take it, send a contract over.
Word. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I like that. I like this fight better than the Kerr fight. I won't lie to you.
Better than which?
I think the Shakur fight, the
Okay.
Shakur Frank Martin fight. In my opinion, I just think it's a better matchup. I'm more excited for that. Yeah, bro. I think it's a 50-50 fight. I would definitely edge Keith out, though. I think Keith could go in there and get the win. I don't know. Maybe it's just, for me, I grew up on Keith Thurman. When I was, like, in my teenage era, growing up into, a little young adult, I was fucking with Keith Thurman heavy. Like, that one-time shit, it was big a couple years ago. You feel me?
Word.
It's crazy how soon people forget. Because, man, I think somebody just mentioned it. What did they say? He laid the building blocks for PBC at one point.
Mm-hmm.
It was really... He put PBC on his back for a little bit. It's unfortunate he never got that Floyd fight. That would have definitely changed the trajectory of his career. But he got a good opportunity in Pacquiao. He just couldn't deliver. I mean, that Pacquiao loss and the AB loss.
He was not supposed to lose that. Well, he ain't lose the AB.
No, I said that AB lost to Pacquiao and Keith Thurman's lost to Pacquiao. Those are two losses that still weigh heavy on me. You feel me? Those are two fights that I thought they had it in the bag. But I guess Pacquiao showed his greatness. But yeah, bro, I just want to call in, give my opinion on that. I definitely got Keith in the fight, so it's exciting, bro. I hope it gets made. But outside of that, everybody have a good day. Shout out to TBV community.
All right, champ, appreciate you. Twitter Spaces link is in the live chat of YouTube. Everybody on Twitter, I need you to go ahead and hit that retweet. Come on, that ain't that hard. It ain't that hard. We got to get this space out. People need to know we doing this Twitter space along with the YouTube live simulcasting. On Discord as well. People need to know so that we could get more callers every single day, man. Yesterday we had a 30-minute show. That's a disgrace. We got Mossberg with the $10. No words, just love. We got Matt Bent, $2. Daily Dose of Tankwell. Second Thurman has no shot. Gun empty. Oh, gun empty. We got Huang in Houston. What up?
Yo, man, I couldn't get on Twitter this morning. That shit was pissing me off. But anyway, I got Keith listening. I really do got Keith because I just feel like he got like a hunger in him. I be seeing it, you know what I'm saying? But yo, I got Fats for Call of the Year, but look, I got a $500 straight up bet for Fats, but there's a caveat to it. We both send our money to Ness, and whoever wins, 50 each from, you know what I'm saying? You gotta kick $100 of that 1,000 in Ness. You know what I'm saying? And that's no bullshit. You know, I'll take 2 of those bets. For the one we talking about this morning with Frank Martin. I got Shakur.
He better not.
I don't think people really serious about that.
Hell no, they not serious, bro. It's Shakur we talking about. Who gonna put 500 against Shakur?
Well, they might. They really believe it the way they sounded this morning.
What?
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just saying this on no hater shit. I mean, you see, I came out to the fight party, so it's not like I'll be fronting. I ain't no fronting ass dude, but I got 2. I ain't rich, so I got 2 $500 bets. Whoever want to take them, but Ness get 50 of each one. I mean, $100 from each 500. So we sending the loot to him and him having to hold it. That's how it go down. So I got that out there for anybody in the TVV community. But anyway, also on top of it, we're gonna say, hey man, I really like that interview y'all did with Kurt Scooby. I ain't even know who the guy was, to be honest. But man,
you ain't watch his last 3 fights.
Man, I ain't seen none of his fights. And I watched whole box. Did you see the Golden Boy fight last night? Man, let me talk about that real quick. Yo, that fucking Gucci Mane kid, what was his name? Manny Floyd?
Yeah. But he lost his last fight. Gucci did.
Yeah, I liked him before he lost that fight. Man, that dude beat the shit out of him. Then he fights a fucking Uber driver. Literally, this dude drives for Uber in fucking Nicaragua. Where the fuck? This dude looks like a kid fighting for the first time in the 6th grade. You saw how he was lunging and putting his head all the way down? And then after the win, after he knocked the guy out, he's like going to every corner like, yeah. Like he just beat fucking Boots or something. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Bro, you gotta understand. Man, after an upset loss, he needed that confidence builder, bro. You heard what Scooby said. Good trainers are like fathers and father figures, man. You gotta nurture these kids. After a tough loss, bro, you gotta build his confidence up.
True. All right, that's all I got, Nick. Man, appreciate that.
You the man.
Feel like it's your time.
I be hating on Golden Boy. I don't be watching all these shows, man. I'm just, bruh, I'm Latin and I be like, who the fuck is that dude they had yesterday main event? And then I wanted to look, but I don't know who Raul is, man. Like, how you just main event? Like, how are you? Like, Schofield didn't just start main eventing. You understand what I'm saying? So how is this dude I've never heard of? I literally talk boxing every fucking day. Do I pick the popular topic? Yeah, but within that topic, we talking random boxing, right? Like, we got one subject to bring you in, but we talk random boxing, and it's like, who the fuck was Raul Carrillo or some shit like that? I never heard of him. Golden Boy got to do a way better job with marketing, man. For real. I don't know, man. They're not doing a good enough job, in my opinion. I'm never excited about their fights. Like, look, right now it's fight week for Zepeda Gesta. Who the fuck is calling in about that shit? Like, who is talking about that? Nobody's talking about that. Nobody. Nobody. That shit got 1 week and it's gonna be here. And Zepera's this dude that we wanted to see in big fights. This dude's throwing 1,000 punches a fight, but like they not marketing these guys, man. Don't nobody know they even fighting. Like, it's very sad. It's very, very, very sad. But if you're on my landline, I need you to go ahead and hit that number one time. That's going to let me know you're ready to rock and roll. We got about 4 minutes before we get our guests on, so we're going to slide in out in the bay to this day.
Yo, what's up? Straight from the Bay Area. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. They did keep Thurman wrong, man. They're gonna put him in with boots. I would have built his confidence up first before I put him with that young lion. It just reminds me of that one fight that
I
I
mean,
was
let's be real. It's going to
watching
do
today.
better pay-per-view numbers than Barrios and Thurman did, right? So, like, it's going to be a bigger payday for him at least.
Bigger pay-per-view though.
I mean, it
I don't
would.
think it
I mean,
should be a pay-per-view fight.
if they put Barrios on pay-per-view with Thurman, they might as well put Thurman and Boots on pay-per-view to start getting Boots ready in case Crawford is gonna fight him on pay-per-view. Might as well do that shit. Like,
Yeah, it just reminds me.
Yo, you could do it in Atlanta.
It's just gonna remind me of that Tony Harrison fight.
Can't you do it in
That
Atlanta?
Tony Harrison
Boots from Philly, this kid from Florida. They both got to drive about 6-7 hours.
I'm not saying it's not gonna do good numbers. I'm not saying it's not gonna do good numbers. I'm not saying he's not gonna have a good payday. But I'm saying it's gonna be a late night. It's gonna be a late stoppage. Probably maybe 7, 8, 9. And it's gonna be over. It just reminds me of that Tony Harrison and Zoo fight. I knew for a shadow of doubt Tony Harrison wasn't gonna have nothing. Huh?
Who's Zoo in this equation? Yeah, but who is Zoo in this equation?
Boots is Zoo in this equation.
Just making sure, man.
Boots will be Zoo in this equation.
I gotta make sure.
And you already know who's Tony Harrison in this equation, and it's gonna be just like that.
Stenonius?
It's gonna be. He might get a couple rounds in, to feel his buzz, and then you feel me. He's just gonna whitewash him and drown him, take him to the deep end, put his head underwater.
But what about the fact that Karen didn't get stopped?
Yeah, but it's all about.
And Karen ain't got the experience that Keith got. He ain't got the pop that Keith got.
Okay, next, answer me a question, right? How long Keith been out the ring?
18 months since the Barrios fight.
That's 18 months.
18 months.
Plus him going into camp, he's gonna be out the ring for about 2 years. Yeah, it's not gonna be the same.
You may feel like it's your time.
It's not gonna be
it's
the
not
same.
Your time.
He's gonna get whitewashed. He should have got a couple of fights in. You feel me? And then you feel me? If he would have been out the ring for about 6 months,
that was the bell. Plus, that's my guest coming through. What's up? Abel, how are you?
Hello.
How are you? Mr. Gonzalez, right? Abel Gonzalez? Abel, you there?
I can't hear you yet. Second.
You can't hear me? Oh, champ, you probably got bad service over there. Yeah, you got bad service. You might want to go in the house where you can connect. Call them Servicio No Bueno. So I don't know if we take a call while we wait. See if he's gonna reconnect. All right, here we go. Lucky we ain't take a call. Abel,
Hello.
you hear me now? Do you hear me now?
Hello.
Abel, do you hear me now?
I don't hear you good, brother. I hear you kind of like a robot. It has that one sound effect.
One sound effect. What is going on? You sure?
It sounds like you're talking in slow motion. The,
I think
and
it's your service, brother, because my audio is definitely coming through clear. I hear a lot of background noise, and there he go. He dropped off. But damn. Well, let's just pull up his box tracks in case we finally do get this man on. Because he impressed the hell out of me, man. He impressed the hell out of me with his last fight on OTX. I'm trying to hope we can get this thing going here. Abel, now? Do you hear me now? He does not hear me. Why
at
can't you
all.
hear me, brother? I'm not understanding why he's not hearing me. Oh, and he's back with another one. All right, that it didn't go through. All right, so Mr. Gonzalez, I came across him on an OTX call. He's only 6-0, but he had this fight with Robert McGee on the overtime OTX, and this was a fight, bro. Robert, got his first loss. He had 2 draws before that, but it was a good fight. I'm sure it's on the zone. I'm sure you can go back and watch it. Now, look, as you see Robert's resume, it's not like he's been fighting any killers, but it was a great fight, and Abel showed his skills. Abel, do you hear me
I
now?
hear you now. I'm hearing you good now.
All right, you probably got some service now. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I apologize about that. I'm in the gym and I was trying to step outside, but it got off the gym Wi-Fi.
Nah, no worries, man. I just want to say that I watched your fight on the OTX overtime card against Robert McGee and instantly became a fan of you. Reached out to your manager and begged for an interview, bro. You were so impressive. Um, Outside of your physical talents and what you showed in the ring, I think I was more impressed, or equally as impressed, that you guys were both willing to get in there so early. Like, it felt like a high level fight, but it was only a 6 rounder. Take me back to that fight and just your thoughts. How much time did you have to prepare? When did they call you? And your thoughts on your performance.
Well, first, thank you. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you liking the performance. We had about, I'll say, maybe 10-week notice advance. I actually had a fight before. I had another fight. I had a fight, and before I had my last fight, okay, my fifth fight, I already knew before my fifth fight that I was having this fight, if that makes
You
sense.
Did you know the opponent as well, or you just knew you had a fight on OTX?
I knew I had the fight on the zone, and then I think maybe a few weeks after that is when we locked in the opponent.
That's great. That's great,
Yeah,
man.
and from the other questions, how did I rate my performance? And honestly, I don't feel it was my best abilities, but as an athlete, we always feel we could do a little better. And I feel I got a lot of holes and room to improve. But it was I had a lot of time to prepare. I wish it was more rounds. Like, I feel like my style is gonna I'll be able to showcase my talent and my style when the rounds are longer. I feel like 6 rounds is just like kind of similar to 4 rounds, and 4 rounds for me is still like an amateur fight. I feel like I'm just warming up, and I feel like when it's 10 rounds, 12 rounds is when my talent will really be shown.
So I gotta get this story, man, because you have a Las Vegas number. You're born in Las Vegas, but you're living in Florida. But you're a boxer. Most boxers are trying to get to Las Vegas. So give me the story. How'd that happen?
My pops, he lives out here. He's lived out here in Florida. My mom, she lives over there. I was born and raised over there, and then living with your mother. I love my mother, respect my mother, but it's just a different type of respect than with your father. So my dad had me go live with him over here, so just to straighten me up a little bit,
So you was a loose cannon.
something like that. Yeah.
So where'd you pick up boxing, in Vegas or in Florida?
I actually started off in Vegas when I was like 11, 12 years old. I started off in Joni Toko's boxing gym
Oh
with my dad's best
wow.
friend.
I've
Yeah.
sparred in Johnny Toko's. It's small but big because it kind of goes around the corner. It's got the two
Yeah,
ring
it got two
situation.
rings and historical gym. I heard they closed it down, man. That sucks.
Yeah, I heard the same, man. I heard the same. Damn, I'm trying to find your fight on DAZN. What the hell? Have you watched it back on DAZN?
I did, but I just recently, I think they took it down.
What?
Yeah, I think they, I don't know, maybe because they had a few other fights like the other days and the weekend after that.
Yeah, but it,
And
it
I think
should
they
be
just
on
like,
demand. I think it should be on demand like all their other stuff, I would hope. That sucks.
nah, no, right when that happened, I got my phone and I started recording it quick, like right when I got home from Atlanta. And so I had some of the footage.
Damn. Yeah, no, it was a good fight, man. So are you Mexican or Cuban?
I'm American, but my pops is Cuban. He's
Okay.
Cuban descent. My mom is like me. Her parents were Cuban, but she was born in LA.
Okay. And look, I didn't even know if you were Cuban or not, right? Because, like, again, you're
hmm
born in Vegas, but you relocated to Hialeah. So I'm like, his dad's probably Cuban.
Yeah. Highly full of over here. They call it Little Cuba.
Hell yeah. So have you
Yeah.
trained at Pedro Diaz's gym in Hialeah?
Actually, yeah. I actually spent. I actually trained with Pedro when I was about maybe I'll say 19, 20 for about 2 years. I worked with Pedro in Mundo
Wow.
Boxing.
Wow. What happened? Obviously
I
it wasn't the right fit, obviously, but I just want to know.
mhm. No, they're a great team, and I learned a lot with them. Training with a lot of great fighters, Regan Dow, the heavyweights, Philip Baragovich, Ivan Barancek. It was good to be around a lot of professionals and everything, but it's just me and Pops have a certain chemistry that is just something I couldn't give up.
So your dad is your trainer,
Yep.
and did he start with you or did he train people before you?
He got into it because my older brother, and then I was the little bro. So then my older brother ended up going different ways from the sport, and we just stayed together.
Nice. That's good, man. There's a lot of father-son relationships that have been successful in the last 15 years, without a doubt, man. So I wish you and your dad, the same success. Do you know about a possible return? Because I thought you looked good. Did the network enjoy what you did, and do they want you back?
I'm not sure if they're doing any more events,
I
but
know it was
from the
only a.
looks of the
I was just gonna say I know
yeah
it's only four events in August.
yeah. So they had those four, but I mean, from the looks from the people there that were working with overtime, they looked happy with the performance.
For sure. Yeah, man.
You know,
How'd you connect with Ryan Ricky? That's your manager, correct?
yeah, man. So Lorenzo Medina,
Ha ha.
uh,
Okay.
yeah, man, great friend of mine. He was like, man, you gotta work with Ryan, So we linked up one day and we ended up clicking. And since then it just we debuted last year September and he's been doing a great job keeping me active, keeping me happy, doing everything the right way. So it was a very good link up that we got together.
So you were a light heavyweight in the amateurs.
Yeah, I was 170, 178 for most of my amateur career. When I was 2016, I fought at 165, but that was just too draining, man. So I went back to 78, and then I campaigned there for like 6, 7 more years.
Mm. What is the couple of names that you met up with in the amateurs that we might know?
Um,
Had to
like
be.
that, honestly, like,
How old are you? How old are you?
huh?
Oh, you're 25. You're 25.
Yeah, I'm
So
25, and the amateurs, like big names like that, I really haven't, that are pro or not, I never really crossed paths with them, like I had a few fights in the finals, like, like Daniel Blanca's, he's making
okay.
some noise. He's training with the Benavidez camp.
Yeah, yeah. He's out of
Um,
Milwaukee. I know him.
yeah, that's Abimbola, Osundario, guy from Chicago. Isler
Wait, wait, wait,
Fernandez, the
wait, wait.
Cuban cat.
What's the guy's name from Chicago? Isn't that the fucking guy that
The Jussie Smollett cat.
yeah, bro, I interviewed him. And
Oh yeah, yeah,
I watched him spar. He's actually good.
yeah. He's strong as hell.
Yeah, you could tell he's
He's a
strong. He
strong
got
dude.
that you see them biceps. My man got some cannons for sure.
He's strong, man. You know who else in the amateurs? Mm, that's Rafael Gaitan, the guy from Texas. I fought him in the Golden Gloves in 2017. But yeah, other people like that. A lot of the people that fought in the amateurs, not a lot are really doing much in the pros right now.
Mm. So being in Florida, I'm sure you've gotten work with Hot Rod too, and he's another stablemate, right? He's also a Ryan Ricky fighter.
Yeah, 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 yeah. We got in a good amount of rounds in together for sure.
How long's that's been going on? Because he's very underrated. I watched him live. I always thought he beat Marcus Brown. He dropped him officially, but a lot of
Yeah,
people felt he won. He hung in there with Better Beef. He's a decent fight. He just picked up a good win this weekend as well.
yeah, yeah. No, he's a dog, man, and I think that Beterbiev performance wasn't his best showcase. Like I don't know the camp situation, how much time he had to prepare for it, but he went in and he went out with a shield. But yeah, we've been getting good work. He lives a little far from me. If not, we'd probably get more consistent work.
Yeah, he's in St. Pete. Where you at?
I'm in Hialeah.
Oh,
I'm in
that's
Miami.
okay, okay, okay. So do you go see Henman over there with
I've
Luke?
done there, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, for sure. I've been there a few times.
Yeah, I mean they don't always have people your size though, because
Yeah, they had
he's probably
I remember there was a few people, like a lot of the Cuban people when they were there, like Ramon, they call him La Araña, the spider.
hmm
I spar him. A lot of other people a lot of the Cubans that they all kind of took a step back from professional boxing for promotion reasons, but they were pretty good amateurs. I sparred Javier Martinez there too, as Blanca's friend. I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah,
what he was
yeah.
doing down there, but he was down there.
He signed a split
Um,
T. He was with top. He had a couple fights with Top Rank. You talking about the kid from Milwaukee, right?
yeah, 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 that one. Yeah, Herman's Gym. They got a lot of like smaller cats. They got like
Yeah.
a lot of like
They're either
Payano and
they're
like
either small or heavyweights.
like no in between.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Do you find it difficult to get good work in Florida, or are you guys doing I?
I mean, we're getting work. We're getting good work. We get work with good lefty work. We get worked with Yunieski Gonzalez. We've worked with I've been doing a lot of rounds with
Damn, but
Vladimir
Uneski's
Shishkin.
a fucking cruiser, bro. You in there with heavy guys.
Nah, nah, he's 75. He's 75 like all right.
Oh, that's right. He did fight Darrell at
Yeah, yeah.
75.
He's a 75er. He's a little heavy though too, not gonna lie. But I've known him for some years, so we work.
Yeah.
Um, Roniel Iglesias' brother, the Cuban Olympian, he has a brother out here now. I don't know if you heard of him. I think he got like 2, 3 gold medals for Cuba. Roniel
Mm,
Iglesias at 52. He has a brother that's down here. I've been working with him, and I get a lot of rounds with that Russian Vladimir Shishkin.
mm. What
Like he's
about
with Sugar Hill.
with Kevin Cunningham? You got Erickson Lubin down there. I know that's probably
I mean, he's a
Is that?
little
I guess.
lighter, but
No, I was gonna say probably a little too far for you.
he's a little far too, man. I don't even know where they're at. Cause I would work sometimes with Steve too, Jafard,
Mm-hmm.
and I think Cunningham's gym is even farther than there, and then Steve's gym for me is about an hour and some change.
Yeah, I think they're either in Delray or in West Palm, right?
Yeah, something like that. They're a little
Yeah.
deep. They're a little deep, but yeah, I don't know. I've never gotten to work with Eric with Lupin.
So what's Ryan saying is next now? Because OTX is over. It was only 4 Fridays in each week of August. So what's next on the horizon for you?
So right now, I guess we're kind of just playing the waiting game, see what presents itself, what offers, what opportunities. Like maybe, the ideal goal is to, not go back to like club shows,
For sure.
and stay with where we're at, stay at the stations, like the bigger stations, see if we get a fight, hopefully one more before the end of the year.
Yeah, man. I really hope the zone strikes a deal with OTX. I mean, I got to see your stablemate once before that because of the MVP cards that are happening.
Lorenzo, you talking about?
Yes,
Okay.
because he fought on OTX once, but before that he fought on a MVP promotions card. Or was
Um,
Lorenzo both MVP promotions?
yeah, he fought both on MVP.
Okay, so watching that fight is how I got hip to your fight, and they just both proved to be worth my time. Like, I'm super impressed with him. For 18 years old, I can't even fucking believe it. But
Yeah, he's a monster.
with you and Brandon, and even I've been, like I said, I've been impressed with Hot Rod. So I just wanted to make sure that my audience knew who you were. It sucks because I checked the internet, I can't find it on YouTube, and it's not on the Zone. So that sucks because I was telling my audience to go back and watch it because it was a good fight with you. But
Oh
man,
man.
it's not out there. You gonna have to ask the Zone, have your manager contact them, see what's up. Maybe OTX owns the rights. Maybe Overtime Boxing owns the rights or something.
Yeah, that could be true too. Maybe it could be that. But I'll definitely check up with Ryan because I got the film, but I got it filmed on my phone, like just
Yeah,
filming the TV. You know what I mean? So like it's not too good, but it's viewable.
yeah. Well, I got a couple of questions here from the people. One is from Matt Ben in Kansas City. He says, "Where does El Jefe see himself in 2 years?"
2 years, I see myself, fighting for some type of title. I see myself in the top 15, top 20, and then hopefully even better.
And where'd that nickname come from, El Jefe?
The Heifer came, it was like an accident, really. I won a fight in like 2015 for the National Golden Glove qualifiers for the state.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad was telling me to take a picture with like the boss of the commission down here. And he told me put the commissioner's name and then he put El Jefe, the commissioner's name, with Abel Gonzalez. And I accidentally put Abel Gonzalez El Jefe with the other guy's name. And then me and Pops got a kick out of it and just stuck with us.
Nice. I got AB Boxing World. What's the highest weight class El Jefe is willing to go to?
Down the line, I mean, when I'm 30, 31, I'll be willing to like a cruiser, or maybe who knows down the line, 34, 35. You never know, like on a James Toney tip, fight heavyweight, who knows?
There's a lot of action happening in the Orlando area now. Do you guys plan on going to those fights the Zone is having with Richardson Hitchens and Amanda Serrano's on the undercard? It's out in the
The Caribbean
casinos.
Hotel,
There you go.
the I didn't even know they were fighting down there. Richardson Hitchens fighting who's
Yeah,
he
bro.
fighting? I forgot.
Matchroom is out
He's
there with a
fighting
big card. He's gonna be fighting Jose Cepeda, Chong Cepeda.
that's the one that fought Vargas. That's
Yep.
Cepeda. Another one.
The one that
Oh yeah.
fought. Yes, that one that beat Vargas, and the one that people believe beat Ramirez.
Yeah, the one that he just lost to
Regis.
Progress.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a scrap. I think that'll put get more eyes on Richardson Hitchens. I think he's probably gonna. I think he's gonna win for sure, but you know.
So being 25 and from Florida, did you come up or were you around Tio? He spent some time in Florida, no?
Yeah. He basically grew up out here. He stayed in Davie Powell since he was like younger. He's always been representing Florida. Yeah, we went to the National Golden Gloves in 2015 together in Vegas. Um, I've seen him a lot. His dad's cool. My dad.
So how is your dad as a trainer, man?
He's brutal, man. He's tough. You know,
In
yeah.
what way? Brutal in
You know,
what way?
he's just very militant. You know, very
Okay.
militant
Old school
and
Cuban?
yeah, old school Cuban, man. Old school Cuban. There's really no time for excuses, which is good, you know. And then on top of that, he's my father, so he's always gonna want the best for me, and he's just developing me into a better man as well, and that carries on into the ring stuff too.
Was he born in Cuba?
Yeah. He was born in Cuba. His story's nuts. He came here at 17
Mm,
by himself. He swam from Guantanamo, that's the city out there, to Guantanamo Bay, which is like
yes.
I think
That's
2-3 mile swim.
bro. Rolly's father did that.
Yeah. And I know Rolly too. I know Rolly's pops. They're good people. I did judo with them because
Okay.
Rolly came up doing judo when I was living in Vegas for a little bit of time. I was doing judo with him, and he has a sister that does judo. They're nasty at judo, like they're good as hell. But yeah, no,
I'm
that
still
trip
trying to find a
to
fight. Go ahead. You
yeah,
were
no,
saying?
that trip to get into the States is crazy, man. My respect to all the Cubans that got here,
I
you know, looking
know.
for a better life.
Crazy. Gotta have some balls to jump in there and swim all the miles. I
Yeah,
got.
man. And then
Go ahead.
no, I didn't say nothing. You say you got
James
what?
Valdez in San Antonio, Texas. He says, "What father-son duo did you care for the most, and why?" A big shout out to you and your dad. I look forward to following your career, champ. So, any
You know,
father-son duo?
yeah, one of my favorite father son duos. It gotta be Sean Porter and his pop. You know, just
Mm.
because the amount of respect Porter has to his dad is something that I admire. and and it's dope, you know, because when you get to that level of money and fame, it's so easy to just be like you know, forget this. I'm gonna do what I want, and I don't need this and that. And he kept that discipline all up until the end of his career with him, and that's something to admire.
Yeah, man, it is, bro. I have a good relationship with both Porters, and that was always one of my questions, Sean. How do you deal with it? Like your father talks for you, your father's so militant, your father's so on top of you, but he always said that it was always just the respect and the love that he had for his father, but his father also made good decisions for him, so he just kept following him.
Yeah, nah, for sure. I mean, look, his career he had a great career. He had great fights. You know, seems like a great guy. I don't know him, but you know, he seems like a real respectful dude. So I mean, yeah, I feel like his pops did a great job with him, man.
For sure. I have Rue in the 504, New Orleans. Do you plan on closing the year out with another fight?
Yeah, most definitely. I'm hoping that we get one more. Hopefully, I would say maybe November, even December. Just get one more before the year ends.
I got Victor Banuelos. If you can get in the ring with any fighter in boxing history, dead or alive, who would it who would you share the ring with?
Uh, I like to get in there with James Toney, man. That's my favorite fighter.
Mm.
So I would love to just go in there and learn a lot of tricks from him.
Good choice. Yeah, man. He's got that great lateral movement, man. That's actually what I told my audience. I said, bro, this guy's a Cuban James Tony about Lorenzo. Because James had went up to heavyweight eventually. So yeah. But those are all the questions. Let me refresh here. Actually, yes. Can you give out your social media for anyone who isn't following you so they can do so? And we obviously appreciate your time, man. As soon as you get any news, let us know. Keep me in touch and in the loop, and we'll schedule you back for another one so that people can continue to follow your career, brother.
For sure, man. I appreciate it, brother. For sure. My IG is Abel, ABEL underscore Gonzalez 15. That's my Instagram. Um, and yeah, thank you for having me, man. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you putting me on your platform. I appreciate it very much. And any upcoming news, I'll definitely get it to you.
All right, champ. Appreciate you. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Abel Gonzalez. I would say check him out, but fucking the zone scrubbed the fight. I'm literally going through all their boxing here, and it's not as impressive as I thought it would be in terms of having everything on demand the way that they should. It's probably here, but very difficult to find. They have so much old shit, Then they classify things as by stars, right? So it's like boxing a Canelo archive or a Ryan archive. It's just like, bro, where's the shows? All right, fight replays. See, this is all the matchroom shit. Uh-oh, they got Scooby right there. That's full fight for Scoob. Yeah, you probably had to have had a very impressive fight via knockout in order to get your shit back up here. This is sad because they got a bunch of bullshit. I'm looking at like Ennis and Gibb full fight replay. They out of control. Um, but if y'all could find it, man, you should certainly watch it. The kid could box. We should be seeing more of him based off that performance. But we all talking Keith one time, Thurman, and the possibility of him taking on Jaron Boots Ennis. As long as Ennis, Showtime, or Al send him a contract that says the name Jaron Boots Ennis, Keith says he'll take it. Only thing that can hold him back from taking that fight is a potential title shot. Now, there is one out there if Stanionis wants to give him an opportunity, But other than Stanionis, all the belts are locked up due to Mr. Undisputed himself, Terrence Bud Crawford. I'm going to get to some callers here, though. Nike Hendricks, what up?
You can hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to the Boxing Boys, man. Shouts out to you, Danny, the whole team. I like this right here. Boots and Keith Thurman. Like the caller was saying, man, Keith Thurman really is one of the top dogs still at 147. I mean, only person did knock him off was Pacquiao, but Pacquiao got knocked off and he done beat a lot of people. This would be a good test for Boots, though. For real, because I don't know why people write off Keith like he won the fucking champ. Like when he was WBA super. What I'm saying? He was champ. Like, fuck out of here. Don't disrespect him. The man did his thing in there. Like he had some folks run from him too, man. So shit, I mean, it is what it is. I would love to see that fight. Hopefully it happens. We can speak it in fruition. And like the winner, oh, I'm gonna go with Keith. I'm gonna go with Keith. I get the one time. I think Boots can't. I don't know. I mean, he can win it, but I like Keith in that fight. I could be wrong. I could be right. I'm sticking with what I'm going with. I like one time in that fight. That's my call.
All right. Thank you for calling in. If you guys want to call in, the number to call 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. We're talking Keith and Boots potential matchup. Jay Dykeman, what up?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yo, I like Keith Thurman. I think he took the fight too early for Pacquiao. I think if he would have waited and healed longer, I think he wouldn't have looked as bad. But I like Keith Thurman. Yo, that dude got scrapped, and he's different from all these new fighters. All these new fighters are scared to lose that O. And Keith Fighter, he's 30-1 with one draw. So he already lost his O, but he's still fighting, and he got mad lateral movement. He's quick, twitch muscle, which you taught me. He has twitch muscle, his jabs and his um when he throws several punches, he, he's quick at it. So yeah, I'm not saying that Keith is going to win the fight because I think he's now, what is he now, 30? He's 34 now. So Boots is not to be played with, but if he can stay on the outside and box from the outside, he can get a draw. But stop looking at Keith Thurman like he an old man, because none of y'all want to lace up the gloves with him. None of you want to lace up the gloves with Keith Thurman. So stop trying to call him an old man. You know what I mean? Shit, Floyd fought all the way till he was 40. So what you talking about? So, but yeah, I like him, man. But I don't know. I think Jaron Ennis is the next guy. I think I think him and Frank Martin. I like Frank Martin too. It don't mean I don't like Shakur. Of course I like Shakur. That's my people's. But when I look at fighting, when I look at boxing, I've been in it for years. I mean, like decades. And this dude, Frank Martin, got his massive physique is crazy. It's like it's kind of hard to not see him in a victory. It's kind of hard, but I'm just hoping that my man gets in the gym and just stays in the gym. He shouldn't have never left uh, Bud Crawford because they was together since he was little. So I just hope he gets in the gym, stays in the gym, gets serious, and he can pull it out. But if he keep, he needs to stay on social media. I never see Bud on social media. I'm not saying he isn't on there, but I never see him on there. I talk to Shakur all the time on social media. He needs to stay off social media. Get focused, nigga. Get focused, please. That's all I'm saying. Anybody else got anything else to say about me talking about Shakur Stevenson? Eat a dick up till you hiccup. It's
Okay.
that Bronx nigga.
Oh,
Jay Swift. I'm out.
all right, all right. You heard him. What's wrong with y'all, man? Better watch out. Shit. Motherfucking Jay Swift. Let him know, Jay. Better be careful talking to you all crazy. What's the fuck? What's still? All right. Let's see here, real quick. I got to take this quick time to remind everybody watching that we are having another fight party for the Canelo Alvarez and Jermell Charlo fight. We're gonna have a private location, private venue. It's gonna be dope. We actually, this venue is gonna have couches, lounges. There'll be outdoor tents. There's gonna be I don't know what they call, but we gonna have them things because we dangerously close to the football stadium, the Raiders stadium. So we're gonna have those things for like quarterbacks to practice and throw the ball into the thing to act like you a good quarterback. Yeah, we got that. Plus we got that other shit for white people that y'all play with the little sand in the bag and you throw it. I don't know what the hell it's called. I don't play it, but we got it. You feel me? Plus we got bars, food, everything included. Ticket price is 150. Pre-sale is available right now on our Eventbrite. Head on over there. Let's get it going. We already got Hardin sponsored. Plus we got smoking area, so it's gonna be free bud, free Hardin in the building. It's going down. We working on some big things. We got a potential beverage sponsor. So definitely tap in with us. We're trying to have a huge weekend. Plus, we got the venue all day, so we might just hang out because again, it's open bar included, food included. You know, we gonna have a DJ. It's gonna be lit for the Canelo Charlo fight party. There's 4 85-inch TVs, one 65-inch, one 75-inch. I mean, there's projectors. It's going down. You don't want to miss it. Like I said, I have no clue what the quarterbacks use, but you know that shit to throw the ball. We got like four of those. We got like four of them sand shits, dudes. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, man. Shit going down. Head on over to the Eventbrite link and make sure you purchase your tickets for the Boxing Voices Canelo Alvarez versus Jamel Charlo fight party. We going out to Profound Dreamer. What up?
Hey, gather around TVV. That's if you're still listening and get on down to these profound rhythms. Mess.
Yeah.
I love this fight, baby. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was gonna say, man, I love this fight, baby. And what I think Crawford should do to throw these guys a bone and to give himself a legit contender at 147 to keep that division an option for him, he needs to relinquish the IBF belt and allow Thurman and Boots to fight for it. That's going to crush all doubts with whether or not if Boots is real, is he legit, and it's going to give him the opportunity to repeat what he just created with Spence, because Spence don't want to fight him at 47 no more. So I feel like Spence is kind of robbing him of the opportunity of defending the undisputed crown he just picked up. So if he could relinquish the IBF belt, move up, fight Spence at 54 or 60 or 68 in the rematch, you always got an option to run back to at 47 for a big fight. Because I think these guys are big fights. The only thing is Crawford been running around here acting like he don't want to fight nobody at 47 no more. Talking about the weight is hard for him to make and all of this and that.
Everything. Why you trying to hold him back? He done there. Any other undisputed champ, we let them move up. Now you want him to wait around.
I'm not saying wait around. I said relinquish the belt. So how was that saying wait around, Ness? I just told the man to relinquish the belt. How I'm telling him to wait around?
Oh, all right. Well, I must have misheard.
Right. I said he should give up the IBF belt and allow Thurman and Boots to fight for it. That way, the winner of that fight
ain't no
is a
mandatory
legit champion.
do though. Like I get what you saying. That's what Clarissa did for Marshall. I ain't really like that. You know, to the IBF call a mandatory, he don't really got to vacate. But I guess that's a decent plan. It gives Thurman an opportunity. It gives Boots an opportunity to build their name to get into that Crawford sweepstakes. But I mean, that's just a lot of work.
Exactly. And what are you holding on to the belts for?
But it's just a lot of work.
What argument would you make for Crawford to hold on to the belts for? Why are you holding on to him?
There is none. There is none. Unless he forcing Earl to fight at 47, which is his contractual right. You know what I'm saying? Earl got the right to rematch. Earl got the right to rematch, but Terrence got the right to say, all right, we doing it at 47.
And that's my thing. Either you fight Earl at 47 so you could defend undisputed and get another
I mean, but that's probably
accomplishment
what's
under your belt.
happening. You gotta at least let him. I mean, assume that, right? Like Earl just activated, and until we hear the breaking news that Crawford wants it at 54, we gotta assume it's at 47 because he ain't vacate the titles.
Crawford, hope you're listening. Vacate the IBS. Let Boots and Thurman fight for it. Thanks for the call,
You may
Ness.
feel like it's your time,
You got it.
but it's not your time.
You got it. You got it. And anybody that wants to partner up with us for this Canelo versus Jamel Charlo fight party, feel free to contact me via DM. You know, where my girl at? She ain't in there. My Dominican brethren, Maryland. We need you if you're in the city. I need a photographer. Even though if you're in the city, you're gonna be going to the fight. But we had a videographer for the last one, but we ain't had pictures, man. We had hella video. We needed pictures. I need the IG to be jumping. But the number to call 1425-569-5241. Press 1 if you want to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Looks like we going out to line 6. Reed, what up?
Hey, Ness, man. So Boots and Thurman are gonna fight?
Thurman has finally agreed to fight Boots. He says send a contract and he'll smoke them Boots.
Oh, he sounds stupid as hell. He couldn't even beat Pacquiao, and Pacquiao was washed up when he fought him. Hey, but
Pacquiao's
it's been
a
a while.
legend.
I've been trying
Pacquiao's a legend.
Huh?
Pacquiao's a legend.
Doesn't matter. He was
Boots
washed
ain't
up.
beat
He was over the
nobody
hill when
on
they fought.
Pacquiao level.
Hey, come on, stop that, Ness. I'm here to talk to you about something else because you've been ducking me since Crawford beat Spence, man. I've been trying to call in and all this stuff. All I want to know is ask you one question. So that was the best version of Crawford you guys ever seen, correct?
Ever
So
seen.
he wasn't old. He wasn't old. He looked better than him. So if he do decide to fight Boots, and when Boots beat him, I don't want no excuses from nobody because it's gonna happen. Everybody now all of a
Why would
sudden,
Crawford fight Boots?
Crawford's the man. Y'all saying he should fight Canelo and all this crazy stuff
Hell yeah.
that. I mean, I'm saying, but beating Spence wasn't an issue, man. Anybody with any boxing knowledge knew that Crawford was gonna beat Spence. It didn't matter what weight class. He was always a better boxer than Spence. Point blank period. There was nothing that Spence did better than Crawford. Every fight that Spence won, he should have won. Beating Danny Garcia and beating who else he beat? Algieri and Lamont Peterson. Like those aren't. That doesn't mean Sean Porter. He lost every fight he was in.
So, come on, man. You know how many dudes Earl beat?
But I'm saying though, Ness, he had never fought nobody of Crawford's caliber. And I'm gonna tell you,
and Crawford never fought nobody at Earl caliber. Don't forget that. We never seen anybody in there with any Crawford with any.
He's straight up and down no special effects, Ness.
Come on,
Earl
champ.
Spence is straight come forward, no special effects.
Show me another 3-belt champion that's straight up and down, no special effects. Show me. Just tell me one.
I mean, Triple G was one to think about.
He wasn't special effects with his power. You ain't gonna call his power special effects. You out of control, bro.
Hey, even Mayweather said that's what Triple G was. You know,
Boots wish he had Triple G power. Boots wish he had Triple G power. Everybody wish they had Triple G power.
You just trolling us, man. You know Boots is the best thing to ever lay from a pair of gloves, man.
How many fighters would kill to have Triple G power, bro? You tripping. Triple G made a career off that power. He became the boogeyman, Mexican style.
Yes. Everything Boots does is close to perfect as you can imagine. I'm not just saying that because I'm a Boots fan.
Except the Karen fight, right?
Sit down and watch that man.
Except the Karen fight, right? We're gonna exclude the Karen fight though, right? We're not talking about that fight.
We can bring that fight up too, Ness.
No, I mean you said everything he do. No, I'm saying you said everything he do is close to perfect. So I meant except the Karen fight, right?
I'm gonna say that was still perfect because he pitched the shutout with a guy that was running the whole time.
Like it's your time.
I mean, it's hard to call a performance perfect when you don't do the main thing you need to do, which is cut off the ring.
All right, Ness, man. Well, hey, it was good to get a call in, brother. Take care.
Now you got plenty of time, you know what I'm saying, to call in any other day, any other time. We here, man. We here 7 days a week, man, twice a day.
I know y'all.
We
I know
working.
y'all here, man, but sometimes I'll be at work and stuff, and it start getting loud, so I gotta duck out and stuff. But nah, man, I hope Boots and Thurman do fight. That'd be a good fight, and Boots is gonna dominate him, and then finally he get the respect he deserves. You know, y'all saying he should be trying to get Stanionis. Stanionis don't want that smoke with Boots either, man. He ain't trying to get that fight. He wanted to fight Virgil Ortiz because that was easy pickings. And y'all see that dude can't even make weight. He don't even take his
You
profession
said
serious enough. So,
Stanionis wanted to fight Virgil Ortiz because Virgil Ortiz is easy pickings. Meanwhile, Virgil Ortiz is the one with the better resume out of all the welterweights that are not champions and actively fighting. And he's the one with the 19 and 0, 19 KO ratio. I gotta go, champ. Line 6 read. Line 6 read. But I'm gonna do this for you, Line 6. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? I should just start using the search, man. So I don't be dropping the ball with this delay. Let me just do line 6.
It don't matter who it is. If I get anybody hurt, they getting out of there. They're not getting out that round or that fight. Period.
Because I know for a fact that Boots could beat Crawford. I know for a fact that Boots could beat Spence. I know for a fact that Boots could beat Ugas, Pacquiao.
In your opinion, who is the best fighter at 147?
Me. Everything Roy did, Boots do it better. Everything Mayweather did, he do it better.
SDS Promotions.
Lines. Shout out to Line 6. I don't want nobody thinking he just some random Boots fan. My man been calling in for a minute, making his mark. He was actually, I ain't gonna front, he was really, really, really one of the first ever Boots fans on this show. Before people start jumping on the bandwagon, you see his intro, that's how extreme he was. He been saying, you see all them sound bites in it, that's his own voice. He been saying how good Boots was years ago. So salute to him, you know. Hopefully Boots pans out, because if not, it's going to look like he was delusional for years, for many years in a row. Number to call. The 1-425-569-5241. Press 1. We also on Discord rocking out. Hit the link. We got that pinned on the live chat here on YouTube. 7 days a week, twice a day, every day. Breakfast Club of Boxing getting you through your work day. You know what I'm saying? Smash the thumbs up. That's free. That's free. I could be asking for money, asking for financial support. I'm asking for a thumbs up. I'm asking you to share the show. Post it on your Facebook. Put it on your story. You know what I'm saying? Just post it to your story. Like, yeah, this is the best boxing show. Because them fighters that follow you or the managers that might follow you, they going to want to be like, oh, yeah, that's where I need to put my fight at. So that's the show that's popping. Yeah, this the show. Don Juan DeMarco, what up? Don Juan DeMarco. Okay, we going back to him. Yo, Don Juan. Don Juan. Don Juan. All right, keeping it moving. Coach Bob. Coach Bob.
Yeah, how you doing?
All right.
You know the story of Samson, right?
Samson, when they cut his hair, that's what you about to say about Keith?
Yeah, the hairline going back, his skills. So, I used to love Keith Thurman, but it's been too long, man. He's been too inactive. For whatever reason, man, he messed up his career. That to all the inactivity, man, I don't think he got no more big wins in him. And I definitely Boots is too young, too skilled, too everything. He don't want that fight. So I would advise him not to take it. Unless I guess he's gonna cash out. This is gonna be the last one, cash out. Because like I said, I don't see it. The boy too young, too skilled. He been active. Keith inactive. I don't see any way he wins the fight. I really don't. And like I said, the power, he don't even knock people out anymore. He used to have power. The power like it's not there anymore. So I don't see no avenue for a victory. So what's the avenue for Keith Thurman winning this fight?
What do you mean the avenue?
How's he gonna win it? He not knocking Boots out. He ain't been knocking people out.
He can outbox him, can he?
Not the way Boots looking. Not with that hand speed, that skill. I don't see it. He's slowing down.
I
He's just
mean, I
it's
mean,
true.
I
You
mean,
watch him fight, he's slowing down.
I mean, we forgetting the Karen fight. Like Keith is certainly still better than Karen, no?
That dude ran the whole night. That
I
dude wasn't even trying to win the fight.
and Keith
You
got
know
good
that he was not
legs.
trying to win rounds.
Keith got
He
good
might have been and
legs.
survived. He wasn't trying to win them rounds. I'm saying if you standing with Boots, he gonna land on you. That's why the boy ain't standing there. Thurman is gonna get hit a few times and he's gonna be moving. Let's be real. Against Pacquiao, I thought Thurman was in there to survive towards the end. I didn't think he tried to win. That's just my opinion. I don't think he tried to win.
Mm.
He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna make it to 12," and he's like, "I'll take the loss." That's honestly how I feel about it. I don't think he said, "I'm going out on my shield." If Thurman had been like, "Yo, I'm gonna try to knock Pacquiao out, I'm gonna try to go on my shield," I think he could have won that fight. But I think he said, I'll take the loss." I really do. So I think when Boots starts landing on him, Thurman gonna move the rest of the fight, and he's just gonna go 12 and take that L. So what's up with your boy Fury though, man? Talking about he want to fight John Jones after he fought this other bum.
Yeah,
I mean, you gonna have to
he
call
on
him
his
out on it.
UK
This is embarrassing.
he on
Fighting
his
these
UK
bums,
back.
man. MMA guys.
He beating on UK dude. I mean, he beating on MMA dudes.
Man, this is embarrassing. It's a joke, man. Like some dude was saying, he's like, "Yo,
You don't
Tyson
need to
looked
feel like
better
it's your
than
time,
Ngannou and whatever
but
the
it's
dude
not your
name
time.
is." When Tyson trained him, I'd rather see Mike Tyson fight Tyson Fury than this dude.
Come on, you trying to see a homicide, man? Man said he'd rather see Mike Tyson fight Tyson Fury. There would be a homicide that night, man. So many sad people, man. Tommy, what up, though? Yo, if you're watching this on
What?
YouTube, smash that thumbs up. What up, Tommy?
Well, you got me.
I got you, man.
All right, sir. Shout out to Line Six Reed. He make me laugh every time he get on. Uh, I mean, yeah, my boy got a loss to Pacquiao, but call him washed up coming off of who he beat. Tim Bradley, Jesse Vargas. He lose to Jeff Horn, which I guess everybody except for the three judges thought he won. Then beat Lucas Matisse and Adrian Broner, then beat Keith. I don't see how like your last five fights look like that, or the one before Keith, but your last five fights look like that, and you're considered washed up. So, yeah, harsh boxing fans out here, I guess. Um, but I mean, shit, yeah, this ain't his first interview saying he'll accept boots. It just, I guess, the one people talking about or something. But if this ain't the first time some people called in and said it's a 50-50 fight, or it ain't the first time they're calling people and said keeping us. It's the underdog in the fight. You done been the underdog in fights before he came out on top. All we can say is and agree upon, you can pick Boots if you want to, but there's nobody you can name that's on his resume that's on Keith level or ever been on Keith level. So if the fight happens, fight happens. Sit back, watch the fight. I'm putting my money on my boy, especially if he's the underdog. Might as well. And shit, we just gonna run it like that. But most people boost on fault. Usually just straight up and down. So it's just a different style. Just like Crawford and Earl, just a different style. Pick who you want. But styles make fights. We'll see how that shit goes. So yeah, that's all I got to say, man. And shout out to TVV. But as everybody can see, If it gotta be Boots, it gotta be Boots. Cause nobody wants to fight him. A month ago it was Ugas, right? You tell me if you Ugas, why would you pick Barrios over Thurman?
He
It's
needed
not a bigger fight.
he needed an easier fight. He coming off a face breaking.
Okay, that's understood too. But like you said, easier fight. So it's been easier fights. People wondering why he got the ring. It ain't just him. It's just like he ain't got no belt and he a threat. It's hard to make fights that way. And then of course when we gotta give you somebody from wherever the fuck Karen come from and pay you nothing close to what you used to making, who the fuck really want to waste their time and do that? So
You may feel like
you
it's your
know,
time,
but
but it's not your time.
Mad Bet 100, third dose, one time, out of time. Ennis crushes him. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Discord is available for anybody that wants to call in absolutely free using our Discord. The link is being spammed in the live chat here on youtube.com/the boxing voice, where you should be subscribed with the notification bell on. Jay Billy in the city, what up?
Yo,
Yo,
yes sir. Shout out Ness putting in that work. But yo, Keith's a good talker. You
word.
feel me? We know that. So the big thing in what he said was, if I don't get a title shot, you feel me? Because that's basically what he said,
Yeah,
and
but
that's
there's
a
no
big
title
if.
shot available to him.
But look, when they have this rematch at 154, because I heard, like, I've been looking for this report that I seen that said that Bud's about to drop all the belts and they about to move to 154. But I think regardless, the way Bud is talking, he's saying him and Canelo's the biggest fight in the business. He's not gonna say at 147, so he's gonna drop the belts. What you think about that? True or false?
Yeah, he gonna do whatever, He gonna have to
Yeah,
drop the
so I
belts.
think
He gonna have to drop the belts
he
if he
gonna
ain't gonna fight the
fact.
mandatories.
He gonna drop the belts. So Keith just talking right now. He don't want that Jaron work, but in reality, this is the best time for him to fight Jaron. Like you saying, I agree with you about the Karen thing. Like Keith is Karen on steroids. Like he gonna be on the back pedal, but he know how to fight off the back foot. You feel me? And Jaron's never been in a championship fight. Keith is a former unified champ, so he got the experience that Jaron's never faced. So I think it's most definitely a difficult fight, especially right now. But I don't think Keith is taking that fight. I think he's most definitely gonna get that Cody Crawley fight before Jaron. Like why would he go to Al and say, "Hey man, I want this dude that got it damn near."
So he could make a statement so that motherfucking Stephen A. Smith talking the next day, like, okay, one time
Ness,
is one time.
you think Keith trying to make a statement right now? If he wasn't trying to fight Earl, he damn sure ain't trying to fight Jaron. Like Keith is smart. Keith is smart. He knows what he sees in
What you
boxing.
mean he wasn't
He
trying to
knows.
fight Earl?
Well, he wasn't trying to fight Earl. We know this.
Bro, he been
We know
calling
he
Earl
wasn't
out
trying to
for the
fight
last
Earl.
18 months. He was calling Earl out.
I'm talking about before. He
Bro,
should
why
have.
why would he
Yo,
fight
Keith should
Earl?
have been got on.
Why?
I'm
Why?
so mad
Why
at
when
Keith right now.
Pacquiao was there?
Ness, you as one of Keith's biggest fans should be so mad at him right now. He could have took out Earl way earlier than this. We know this. We know this now. You feel me? Earl was too basic for Keith, especially back then. If Keith would have got on top of that, he would have
Bro,
been took him out.
Keith was doing exactly what he was supposed to do. He beat the bigger names and he went for the Pacquiao fight. He just lost.
Right now, I can tell you that because he most definitely deadlier than Earl.
He wasn't supposed to lose. That's where he fucked up. He was supposed to win that Pacquiao fight. His whole life would have changed. His whole life
Yeah,
would have
man.
changed.
Well, it ain't gonna happen with Jaron. I can tell you that most definitely. He's more likely to go that Cody Crawley route with the WBC. You feel me? And try to retire off that fight. I don't know. I don't even see
That was
Keith
the
have.
bell though, champ. JB, what up?
Yo, Ness, you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yo, man. I don't know what the hell's going on with boxing, man. Shout out to Line 6, man. Make his return. It's good hearing this intro, man. It's been a long time. Dude's still wild as hell, man. I guess, man, these dudes just have the memory of just thinking about when Boots just what he did to dang on Custio Clayton and Delorme, man. Thinking they probably going to be like a recap of that against Keith Thurman, like it's going to be a wash fight. But in all actuality, isn't the only welterweight that in the division that Bud actually respected was Keith Thurman?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't Bud also say at one time, that'll probably be the best fight for him right there?
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I think that'll be the only fight that he would actually consider staying around for. So why not Keith just go ahead and just run through Boots Ennis, which I truly believe he's going to do, because end of the day, all them special effects and shit like that. Let's be honest, man. He did them against lower tier fighters, man. He did them against lower tier fighters. He hasn't done them against nobody that's even a B-level fighter in any of our opinion and shit. So, long story short, man, I got Keith. Fuck what anybody's talking about. Ness, I appreciate the Friday shows because you pretty much giving us some great content every day of the week, 7 days a week. And y'all stealing fools, man. Y'all can at least smash the like button or a damn retweet or repost it. Ness, I'm out. Keep the show going. I'll holler at you on the next one.
All right, champ. Thank you. Big face, what up? Oh no, that's Big Trap. My bad.
Yo, what up, Ness?
What up?
Hey, I wanna start my call off with saying, man, shout out to High Life, out there in Jamaica. Ness, you put me on, bro. That shit was love.
Yo, you did a tour or he just picked you up at the airport?
Nah, shit. I did my shit with Sandals, so they had the pickup and everything already
Okay.
good to go. But shit, they delivered me a pack. You know what I'm
That's
saying? That
it?
shit was love.
Oh, that's all you
Yeah,
got
that's
was
all I need.
delivery?
Yeah, that's all I needed. Shit, everything else was already set up.
Oh, nah, bro. He takes you to the real Jamaica, brother. He would have took you to see amazing things and eat the best food, the real food at the right price too. But
Yeah,
nah,
yeah.
that's love though. Salute that you hit him up. That's dope, man.
Yeah. Hey, man, y'all was tripping this morning, man. I thought I was listening to the Bible verse, the Bible voice, bro.
Yeah.
What was that shit? Y'all had me laughing, man. That shit was funny. But yeah, man, we know Keith Thurman not about to take no Boots fight, man. Man, y'all reach it, man. Keith Thurman about to retire. He ain't fighting again.
What?
Man, if he do, Boots gonna put that boy in a fucking body bag,
The
man.
man said send the contract.
Man, hey, he said the same thing about Ugas. And what Ugas doing now?
Uga's
Fighting
fighting
Barrios, bro.
Barrios. So who
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, but that
That's
ain't
what's best.
you think it's cause of
That's the
Thurman?
perfect fight.
You think it's cause of Thurman?
Yes.
Hell no,
He
he
priced
fighting
himself out, bro.
man, he fighting Barrios because he knew he was too tough to fight Thurman off that face breaking.
Did you watch that Brian Custer interview with Thurman?
Nah, wow.
Man, yeah, cause he was like the money ain't right, y'all listen to he say she say if the contract ain't signed, that mean the money ain't right. So he priced himself out, bro.
Nah.
I know that's your boy, Ness. You want to think the best of him, my man. That man retired, man. He a family guy, and I respect it. I'm a fucking family guy, so I gotta respect
Bruh, he just said if Boots who he gotta fight to feed his family, that's who he fighting.
it. Hey, prove me wrong, then. That's all I'm gonna say. Prove me wrong, bro.
You
But right
gotta
now, I
tell
got
you
no
gotta
faith.
tell Allen them send a contract. He need a contract. Tell
Hey, prove me
Espinoza.
wrong, bro. Hey, you in the know. You got the text message. You probably got Al on speed dial. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
You in the
not
know with these
Al.
people. But yeah, that's all I got though, man. Appreciate all the shows and shit.
Appreciate you. Here go Chip. Talking about I'm capping. Uh, let me see. Sorry for the dead air. Sorry for the dead air. If you're on the landline, now is the time to hit that one button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. And is going to put this episode in the eyes of other boxing fans. We rocking out. It's Friday. Giving you a show. Sauce Talk. What up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Perfect.
All right. What up, man?
Chilling.
Ain't nothing, man. I just want to tell everybody to like, subscribe, and share the Boxing Voice. I ain't never shouted you out before, but you putting in work. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you, champ.
Hey, so Keith Thurman say he gonna fight Boots now?
That's what he's saying.
He full of shit. He got some backlash because he got on that MAGA Mall whole shit, MAGA Mel whole shit with that leave us alone. And he said, I'd rather fight Clarissa than Boots. I think he got some backlash for that shit. That's why he talking about Boots. He don't want to fight Boots. He want to fight the Guo.
The GWOAT. Yeah, I don't
That's who
know about
fight.
that.
Yeah, he only wants to use his jab, so he said, I'd rather fight you than Boots. Those words came out of his mouth, Ness. You ever address that?
Well, I seen that. That's what I'm saying. But he also said in that video that if the offer comes through for Boots, that's who he's fighting.
Okay,
He said if I
you
gotta
know what?
fight Boots to
I can
feed
see
my
him and Boots fight
family,
for a
that's who
vacant
I'm
title.
fighting.
That's the only way I think he gonna fight Boots if it's for a vacant title. I don't see him fighting Boots for nothing.
Which is still possible. I mean, Crawford is allegedly busy. Everybody and their mommy want him to fight Earl at 54 to make it easier for Earl and more fair. So
And
maybe
another thing I want to say about that, all you fucking Spence fans, stop your blood clot crying. That man was the unified champ at 147. I don't want to hear he was weight drained. And how the fuck you weight drained and you the champ? If he was weight drained, why the fuck he ain't vacate and move up? That's all I got, man. Mark, that's my call, Ness, man. Good show. That's it. Peace.
all right. Yeah, man, it was crazy because they never spoke that weight drain shit before the fight. But that's part of the sport, man. We gotta find excuses. Gotta be cool. What it do?
What's going on, champ? What's going on? I just
Chilling.
tuned in right now. I just got to the crib from work, just tuning in. So what is it? Is it official, or you just like kind of
Well, nah, he
putting?
did an interview with Mill City Boxing where he said that if they sent the offer, he would certainly fight Boots. He said, if that's who he
Okay,
got to
okay.
fight to feed his family, that's who he fighting. So they just got to send the
That's
offer.
word, and that's a good look. That's definitely a good look. That's a fight that everybody want to see too. So besides, everybody keep on claiming the Crawford fight, but I would rather see this because that'll be a good name on Boots' resume if he comes out on top, and that'll kind of solidify, the talk. You know. Yeah, so that'll be a good fight, man. Shit, if that can happen, but why everybody why the boogeyman ain't getting fights, bro? Why Stanionis ain't getting fights? That's you had him on the show. You
I
talked
mean,
to
he
him.
was he was supposed to fight Virgil, and he's got that situation. So it's gonna be
But
someone.
Virgil,
It's gonna be someone in the
damn.
WBA that he fights.
Oh, okay,
Remember,
because
he's the
Virgil,
mandatory.
yeah, because Virgil got that, but Virgil got that sickness, so he ain't going nowhere. He got to go up to 54, maybe even 60. He can't strain that body no more, so that fight is not gonna happen. So
Yeah, but
if that's the case.
that was still a mandated fight. So as the WBA regular, Stanionis got to do whatever they say. He can't just go fight
No,
unless they say
absolutely.
that.
Absolutely. I get that, but I'm just saying that Virgil fight ain't gonna happen. That's he got to go somewhere else to get that fight. He got to go up and wait. because you can't force a guy to make that way. You're gonna kill my man. You're gonna kill Ortiz. You know that shit starts shutting down your organs. It's over. You know, um, but nah, yeah, I just find it funny how nobody want to fight Stanionis. You know what I'm saying, from that 147 division. You know, so
I
it's interesting.
mean, Boots been calling him out. He said Keith
Oh yeah,
Thurman,
I
Stanionis,
thought
right? I'm pretty sure he always wanted Stanionis.
I know Stanionis. He said he wanted that smoke when you had the interview with him. So that shit should have happened already. You know, they should have locked in, signed contracts, and got it done. There shouldn't be no ifs and buts about that. You know, but again, you know, this Keith Thurman and Boots, that's a good look, man. I hope that shit does fall in, because that'd be a nice fight for the end of the year. You know, but
Word.
that's it, man. I saw the headline. I was like, oh shit, so it's finally happening. I gotta hear this shit. You know, I just got home from work and shit. But you already know, Ness. I appreciate you guys, man.
All right.
Like, subscribe. You already know.
Yeah, I mean it's better news than what we've been hearing coming out of Keith's mouth when it comes to um Jaron Boots Ennis.
Yeah, and
JT,
he has.
what up?
Yo, Ness, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Hold on. Change my output. Yeah, I'm clear now.
Yup.
Okay. Was that Stick Talk just called in talking about somebody making excuses for Errol Spence, or that was a playback?
I mean, Stick Talk definitely called in. I don't know which call you referring to though, but he definitely called in.
Oh no, I don't know if that I sound like Stick Talk might be somebody that sound like keep talking about somebody say they're making excuses. But the thing about that fight though, honestly, the fight happened, you know, Errol accepted all all the stipulations to the fight and all that, you know. It sounded like he said he had an excuse, but he wasn't gonna give it to us. Like he said, he took his loss like a man. But guess what? As fighting fans, people on the outside, we observed the fight and I viewed the fight. Honestly, I think something was wrong with Errol Spence. I'm tired of talking about this. And honestly, I think it was the weight was a big issue, but it was a big fight. And by Errol being the person that he is, he still manned up and took the fight, even if he had excuses to withdraw from the fight. So now that's the past. They're moving on to 54, and I just think it's gonna be a different fight. Even if Errol loses, I still think it's gonna be a different fight because of the weight, because of his weight, the weight issue in the first fight. But the main topic is Keith Thurman versus Jaron Boots Ennis. I think that's a good fight. I think Thurman gonna give him I don't want to say tough fight. I think it's gonna be a competitive fight. I want to see how Boots does against a mover like that. And if Keith Thurman saw the Karen fight, I think they gave him more by gave him more of a point of view how Boots does with movers. So I want to see that fight. And then on top of that, Keith Thurman is a puncher, so there's a lot of stuff. But Keith Thurman might be setting traps for Ennis, and Ennis might not be educated enough to catch up to him and fall victim to them traps. But it's a good fight. It's a good fight for Boots in his career. If I had to pick, I'll pick Boots winning the fight due to Keith Thurman inactivity and his age. But a younger Keith Thurman probably would have been a closer fight. But I do see Keith Thurman giving him different looks, harder looks. Then on top of it, we gotta see if he could take a real shot from a heavy hitter like Keith Thurman. I know he telegraphed a lot of his shots, they wide stuff, but I just want to see if he could take that type of deal with that type of movement and that type of power coming from Keith Thurman. That was the only topics you had going on this.
That's it, champ. That's the bell. Appreciate you.
I had a free one, but it's cool. All right.
I mean, that was free. You want another call from the other one you're saying?
Now I'll wait for another topic.
All right. Tip Bellis, what up?
Damn, yo,
We hear you. We hear you.
it's good, Ness.
Chilling.
Shit, one time, boys, we back in the building, man. You know how we coming, man. It's like I said before, man. Boots, Thurman. It's the biggest fight to make at 47. The mother two dudes left. You know what I'm saying? It probably could have been Keith and Crawford, but we know Earl took the opportunity to sit out for a whole year and duck Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? After the contracts were sent, Keith had signed that contract. Earl ain't signed his. I keep hearing these Earl fans call in and try to discredit Keith. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to go pick your favorite fighter about that dirt. You know what I'm saying? That Crawford put him in. Yeah, man. Fuck wrong with these niggas, man. Yeah, Boots. He gonna get that work too, man. Keith gonna beat the souls out that boy. And they keep trying to push Keith back to that old Keith, man. His cousin, brother, whatever, out there talking shit. You hear in the interviews, keep talking about, man, listen, I'm seeing the guru now. I'm not trying to go back to my old ways, but they keep trying to get that old Thurman back. If they end up getting that old Thurman back, what's going to happen is he going to meet that Thurman that put Diego Chavez down. He going to meet that Thurman that put Jesus Soto Carras down. You know what I'm saying? That's the Thurman Boots going to end up getting. The one that Earl Spence dodged. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. That, for the most part, man, that's my call, man.
Now, when you say that, are you saying it like in a playful manner, or do you really think Earl should have fought Keith instead of fighting Crawford?
I think Earl should have fought Keith. I like nuts. I've been calling, what I'm saying, super chatting about that fight for a minute. Like, it was 7 years, bro. Like, that was the time for the fight to happen. And you know what I'm saying? I don't like to make excuses, especially for like, a dude like Earl, but yeah, he was weight drained in the fight. I seen it. You can see it in his body.
What?
Yeah, you can see it in his body. You can see it in his body that it was something wrong with him. And I don't like to make excuses for that guy, but you know what I'm saying? He signed the contract, so there is no
For
excuse. He can't make.
what?
Yeah, look, there is no excuse for Earl Spence because he signed the contract. He did it to himself. He sat out for a whole year.
I mean,
That's
that's what
why
they
Earl
said
can't
of
make no
Ryan.
excuses. That's why
When
Earl can't make
Ryan
no
was crying,
excuses.
that's what they said.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what his fans don't get. That's why he can't make an excuse because he did it to himself. He sat out for an entire year trying to hold that weight instead of being active and maintaining it like a smart person. Come on now.
Well, champ,
What did Tevin tell you the other day? You know what I'm saying? It's not hard to it's not hard to cut weight. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta know how to do it properly. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes be lazy when it comes to cutting weight. Earl was one of them dudes. He was being lazy. That's why he's trying to go up to 50. He's trying to go up to 54 and find a way out without fighting Keith. And it backfired on him. And now he's stuck there looking stupid trying to get his get back. He done turned Crawford into the biggest name in boxing right now.
I hear you, champ. I hear you. Got some other callers though, Tip. Thanks for
All right,
calling in. Appreciate the passion though. Empty the clip. Empty the clip. Don't hurt nobody.
Yeah. Yo, what's up, Nash? You know I had to call in on this one. Shit, being from Philly. But anyway, man, I ain't even gonna go too deep into the boot shit. Y'all know how niggas from Philly give it up for boots, so ain't no point in me going on a tangent about that. But talk about Keith. Keith ain't been right since he got married, bro. That shit softened him. He really don't want to fight no more. I understand he wanted to check to take care of his family, but the way he take care of his family is fighting, and that's the one fucking thing he not doing. All we keep hearing is talking. I'm tired of that talking shit. Boots love the sport. Eat, sleep, and breathe that shit. He whoop ass on Saturday night. By Monday morning, Tuesday at the latest, he back in the gym. If he ain't working on himself, he training somebody. Keith won his last fight, and we've been talking about this motherfucker getting back in the ring since then. It almost been, what, almost 2 years? What we like, 5-6 months away from 2 years? Come on
Yeah,
now.
it's been 18 months.
Another thing is, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Another thing is, I don't think y'all keep saying all this shit about Boots that y'all were just saying about a month and a week ago about Crawford. You know what I'm saying? I think I need to check yourself a little bit now. I ain't saying Boots Crawford and Crawford ain't Boots, but you know what I'm saying? History repeats itself. Remember that shit. And I also understand y'all gotta see it. Shit, I gotta see it too. I ain't opposed to y'all saying we think he the next thing, but we gotta see it. That's cool. I believe half what I see and none of what I hear. There's nothing wrong with that. But on some real shit, Boots been calling out these names for so long that at this point, I don't even know how y'all still blaming him for the fights not happening. At some point, it gotta be somebody else fucking fault. Let's keep shit a stack. You know what I'm saying? And if the fight do happen, y'all gonna fuck around and say the same shit y'all saying about Spence. Oh, he was out for too long. Oh, he stayed at the weight for too long. Shit, even Sean Porter said he thinks he should be at 154. And honestly, I think he will move up to 154 because he only want to fight two people. It ain't no fucking secret. He wants Spence and Crawford. Where they both going? Exactly, 154. He in the same boat as Crawford. He want to get paid as much as he can for as little as he can, and he earned the right to do so. And that's why I don't think the fucking Boots fight happened. You know what I'm saying? If he does fight Boots, I'll be very surprised and also very happy. I mean, Keith has some educated feet. He can be slick when he wants. He's an underrated counter puncher. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he beat Boots. His best bet at beating Boots is a knockout. He ain't had one of them in damn near 10 years. Y'all talking about that one time shit. You know what I'm saying? Name me one time he got a knockout since 2015. You feel me? Like, I see what y'all saying, but you know what I'm saying, y'all gotta come up with some new material. Y'all keep recycling all the same shit over and over and over. Just give me something new. That's all I'm saying. I ain't called for a long call. I just wanted to put a couple things in perspective because I think a lot of people is actually tripping, and I think you even said a long time ago, and that's keep the fuck away from Boots. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Keith gonna take that fight, bro. I don't think he's gonna take that fight. The motherfucker talking about Karen, bro. Karen ran for 12 rounds. I never seen no shit like that in my motherfucking life. It's like he trained for that shit during camp. You see motherfuckers get tired of
You
running
might
6,
feel like
7.
it's your time, but it's not your time.
He great. What up?
Yo. I just want to call in to say, like, let's make an announcement. Keith Thurman is, like, retired for real. That nigga retired. The only way Keith Thurman is really unretired is he was to beat Luke fast. But even if he fight Luke and lose, he would have been in retirement during the whole fight, honestly. The nigga retired. I don't remember last time I saw Keith Thurman fight for real. Bro don't fight, bro retired. But I do want to give shouts out to everybody that is fighting, like the underdogs. I want to give them encouragement, like Frank Martin, and definitely want to give Jaron Ennis some encouragement too. Like, and I can say this about myself and you too, Ness. I just want to go ahead and say some positive words for these niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Try to live in the moment. The future ain't here. The past is gone, my niggas. Y'all can do anything, for real. Anybody can do anything. And I really want to see an upset. So I really hope one of these boys does some love on one of these boys. So I can get an upset going. I like him about to get an upset, man. I really do, man. I feel like it brings players to the game, make everybody hungry. You feel me? But yeah, shout out to you, man. It's like, hey, yeah, my man too, man. Hey, yeah. But shout out to the Monster Boy. That's all I want to say.
All right, champ. Appreciate you, man. Let's see here. Looks like we got Zhao Boxing. For the record, $5 super chat. Karen won at least 4 rounds against Shoes. There's a reason you can't find the fight anywhere on YouTube. They hiding it. James Benitez, $2. Ugas fighting Keith Leftovers with Barrios. James Benitez back with $2. Why can't Keith tell Al send a contract? I mean, I'm sure he can, because he certainly asked for Danny and Porter, according to him in interviews done in the past. But Discord and Twitter is done. All the numbers is gotten to. See you guys on the next one. Maybe tomorrow morning. It's Saturday. You know, we don't really got nothing on a Saturday unless it's a big fight weekend, which this is certainly not a big fight weekend. But there is some fights today. Also, today, in about 3 hours, actually, it's 9 o'clock over there. It started. Okay, let me see how many people we lost. Not many. Not many. But the All Access started 10 minutes ago for Jermell Charlo and Canelo Alvarez. We'll be certainly doing a review of that one as well. Yes, Nes GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Until the next one, Arrivederci.